And we're live. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Nicky Smokes. You are listening to The Smoke Show. I'm joined by Bobby. No idea where Jay is at, but I don't care. If you don't want to be here for Fired Up Friday, you are sorry. Welcome to the show, baby. The Miami Dolphins are going to be playing the LA Chargers on Sunday Night Football. And I got to be honest with you, Bobby, it's a must-win game for this football team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Smoke. We went over this Monday, Wednesday. Must-win game. And now we're here on Fired Up Friday, and I don't see this thing going any other fucking way. They're flexing this thing into prime time for a reason. We're going to show the world, once again, like we already did the first time, Tua better than Herbert. Tua dominates Herbert. Herbert has no life versus the Dolphins. I'm coming in hot. Let's go!
Let's go, baby. I think this is a statement game not only for the Dolphins, but Tua T. You already know the headlines all day. You know, man, they should have took Herbert over Tua. He's 6'6", 235. He's got the right arm of God. He's the ultimate athlete. You really messed up picking Tua. Not. Statement game from Tua coming inbound. I'm glad he got the shitter game out of his system against the Niners. Because you know what people aren't talking about? Is how Justin Herbert had a 15 QBR against the Las Vegas Raiders. But you don't hear shit.
Raiders, bro.
All you hear is that, he had a 4th and 10 throw to Keenan Allen down by 14 in the fourth quarter. Good job, Herb. Good job, brother. Still had a 15 QBR. Tua has the worst game of his career. Worst game of his career. Still had a better QBR against Herbert and went up against the number 1 defense. Now, I'm not justifying Tua's last performance because it was dog shit, but everyone came out there and said he played like dog shit. I didn't hear too many people saying Justin Herbert played like dog shit because he did. And this is a statement game for Tua. It's a bounce back game, not for Tua, but for the Dolphins as a whole. They got embarrassed last week. I don't think the scoreboard really reflected how bad of the loss it was, but they didn't play good football. They didn't play good football, and guess what? They stayed out in Cali. They were bunkered down together. It was like a travel basketball team road trip because you don't really travel in Pop Warner football. You go out there, it just hits different. You go out there, you're playing ball with your boys, you're bunkered up. I don't care if you're 10, 11, 12, 18, 24, 35. It's different. And they're out there, and all they're thinking about is, damn, we took a disgusting L against the Niners, and they are probably fiending to get back on that football field and absolutely smash this football team in front of the entire country. And I can't wait for it because we got the better team. And guess what? We have the better quarterback, and it's going to be on display. So don't get it twisted. You're going to see Herbert drop back and probably hit Mike Will on a crazy throw for 60 yards. But when it's all said and done and the fourth quarter comes around and Tua T has the football, you are going to know who the better quarterback is on Sunday night.
Bro, the standards that they hold these two guys at, it's just so unfair. Tua plays a bad game like he did last week. All you hear is Tua bad game, Tua bad game, Tua. You just went over what Justin Herbert did versus the Raiders, and no one bats an eye. No one bats an eye.
Not
the
a
national
word.
media, the perception of Tua, he can't throw it deep. He's a check down quarterback. Justin Herbert is last in the NFL in air yards, but all anybody wants to give him is this golden boy narrative. Big arm, gets it done. He's Herbert. He's the best. He's so good. Cut the shit, and we're going to do it for you. Sunday night in front of the world. There's a reason this thing got flexed, folks. People want to watch it. People want to see this battle, and I can't fucking wait, man. What better way to get a bad loss out of your system than, like Smoke said, chilling out in Cali with your boys, hanging out, cooling, getting closer, bonding, and just talking about what we're going to do the next week. Mike McDaniel, what do you think Mike McDaniel has been doing this week? His brain is so big. I can't even imagine the stuff he's coming up with. These play calls, this scheme he's going to come up with for the Chargers. Smoke, brother, I can't wait, dog.
Can't wait.
I think we win big. I think we win big. I don't want to get cocky.
Put him in a coffin.
Crazy, but I think we win big, man. I do.
We got 44 people watching live. We're only 5 minutes in. I got a feeling it's going to be a big one today. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 5K. If you want to donate to the channel, you could super chat or hit us on Venmo or Cash App at Nicky Smokes 1. So we were talking about McDaniel and how he's got a big brain, and I love that he has a big brain, but sometimes people with big brains are too smart for their own good. We need to run the football. We cannot run the football 8 times this game. I do not care. I don't care how bad that Charger secondary is. It does not matter to me. We need to run the ball at least 15 times because nobody is going to respect that play action pass if we're not committed to running the football. 8 carries in one game is ridiculous. We need to run the football. This Chargers team gives up 5.3 yards per carry. They give up 166 yards per game over their last 10 games. You need to run the football. You need to control the time of possession. You need to help your defense out a little bit because everyone likes to point the finger at the defense, but they've been asked to do so much because we haven't been controlling the time of possession. Now, don't get it twisted. There's games where the offense comes in and they bail out the defense. 100%. We saw it 3 games in a row. But what happened last week, I cannot put that on the defense because they played well enough for us to win the game. The offense let us down. I want to see this offense control the time of possession, run the football, and then take them over the top with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, bro. There's 2 main things I want to see the Dolphins do in this game. And number 1A is running the ball. So you brought it up already. And I think it's the perfect opportunity to run the football against this terrible Chargers run defense. 29th in the NFL in rush defense. And you're coming off a game where Tua just struggled. Everyone gave the coach criticism for not running the ball. I think he's going to get out there, establish the run. I do think he takes a shot early, though. So I want to put that in there. I think first drive he takes a shot early. But through the course of the game, run the ball, get Tua comfortable, get the offense open and up, make those linebackers and those DNs slow down a little bit, make that run a threat in their mind, and then the play action game's open, the long passing, the medium passing. And you're right, dude. 8 rushes last week is unacceptable. I would love this week if both of our running backs had at least 8 carries each. Because at this point, who knows who's RB1? I just ride the hot hand, in my opinion. They're both dogs, but let's get them going, man. Let's feed those boys. They deserve it. We can block the run up, and we can make it work. Because this year, man, just straight up, the run has been terrible. We haven't had a running game whatsoever, and it would be nice, especially when we're starting to gear up for this playoff push, to start establishing a little bit of a run game. And I know McDaniel's the guy to do it. He can get it done, and he's thinking the same thing as we are. I would think, at least. So I can see us coming out with a heavy dose of run. And when we do run it, it should be successful, man. This Chargers defense, not the best. And Derwin James might not be playing for them either. Oh, man.
He's doubtful.
Doubtful, yeah.
The Chargers are beat up. Bryce Callahan not playing. Derwin James, doubtful. Sebastian Joseph Day, doubtful. Trey Pipkins, doubtful. So they're banged up defensively. I'm trying to look for the Finns injury report. I feel like it just came out. I know Armstead's listed as questionable, but when he's listed as questionable, that means he's going to play. Armstead as questionable is a confirmed go. That's what that means to me.
And McDaniel sounded confident, in my opinion, in the interview that he was going to play. He said it sounded like he's going to be good to go. He pretty much guaranteed that he'd be good to go next week.
Keys to the game: run the football.
Number 1 on the fucking list. Easy enough. No, I was just saying it sounded like he said that Armstead is definitely going to be good to go next week and that he's pretty much hoping that he's good to go this week as well. So next week's the huge one, especially coming down the stretch, but I would love him healthy for this game.
Got to stay here first. Got to take care of business against LA. I cannot wait for that Bills game, but if we don't win this game on Sunday, that Bills game don't mean too much to me. Because if we lose this game on Sunday, I might start thinking that, hey, we might not be as good as we thought we were. There is no excuse for this team to lose this game against the Chargers. It would kill us for playoff implications. It would kill us for the division. It's a must-win game for the Miami Dolphins. You win this game on Sunday, and Saturday night, you have an opportunity, not officially, but in my opinion, to win the division that night. You could essentially lock up the AFC East in Buffalo on Saturday night. And tell me that wouldn't be the best revenge story. Because it's usually us going to Buffalo late in the year and they rip our heart out and they kill our dreams. What if we ended theirs? I would want nothing more. But before we get there, we have to stay here. Have to 100%. Stay here. Do you agree it's a must-win game for the Miami Dolphins?
It's must-win in terms of do you still want to compete for the division? If you want to go out and compete for a division title, this is a must win game. If they lose this game, they're out of the division title. I'll say that point blank. And you better start looking at where we are in the wild card. Then you got to start looking at where are the Jets, where are the Bengals, where are the I don't want to play that game, man.
No.
Right now, the Miami Dolphins will control their own fate. You go out and you take care of business versus the Chargers, and everything is there for the taking in front of you. It makes that Buffalo game. We thought the first Buffalo game was a massive one. This would be a historic, colossal game for the Dolphins to go out
probably
and
the
do
biggest Dolphins-Bills game in the last 100
in recent
years.
history, 1,000% in recent history. But that doesn't happen if they don't take care of business tonight. And I hope they know that. I know they're not overlooking this one. Maybe if they went out and beat San Francisco, this would be a bit of a sandwich overlook game, but not anymore, man. This is, you have to go out and give it your best effort. I'm looking for McDaniel to be in his bag calling plays, and I know he wants to do that, man. Primetime McDaniel, the last primetime game he got, his quarterback got knocked out of the game. He didn't get to put on the show he wanted to put on. You don't think this guy's going to put on a clinic out here on Sunday night? I can't wait.
That's the only game that the Dolphins have lost in primetime, by the way, is that Bengals game in their last 6. So they're 5-1 in their last 6 primetime games. Primetime fans, baby.
Primetime, huh?
60 people watching live. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. It's free. It's going to help get more Dolphin fans to these videos. It's going to spread awareness. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 5K subs. We're almost there. We can only do that with your guys' help. If you want to donate to the channel, super chat us or hit us up on Cash App or Venmo at Nikki Smokes 1. I have a hot take.
Ooh, okay.
It's an unpopular opinion, by the way, and by no stretch of the imagination is it a fact. But my take is, if the Dolphins were to lose this Sunday night, the season is over. Now, hear me out. Is it statistically over for the Fins? No. But are we going to have to sit here and pray and hope that this team loses, that team loses for us to get in? Yes, that's probably what's going to have to happen. And what's the difference between this year and all the other years for the last, 5 years? It'd be the same team. And I know how that shit ends. This year is supposed to be different. Not the same, different. The last 5 years, we're always one game out. Oh, man, if we would have won that game that we were supposed to win, we would be in the playoffs. Oh, if we would have won that game we were supposed to win, we would have been in the playoffs. And then you're sitting here praying for other teams to lose so you could get in. Or if you do get in, you're playing either the first or second seed, and you're probably going to get pummeled by 20. There's no difference. This year's supposed to be different. Now, would it be cool for us to get to the playoffs? Sure. But I am tired of being sorry. This team is built to win the AFC East, win playoff games, not squeak in and lose to teams like the Chargers. You can lose to the number 1 defense on the road. Sure. You don't lose to AFC opponents that you are much better than. And if you were to lose this game, odds are you're going to lose in Buffalo. And then you go from 8-3 to 8-6. And I don't know about you, brother, but the Jets and the Patriots, they're not free wins anymore.
Nope.
They are not free fucking wins. This is a must-win game, or I think you can kiss the season goodbye, or at least the new season hopes that I had would all die. Because my hopes for this team after we went 8-3, this team should win at least a playoff game. Mm-hmm. You lose this game, we're lucky if we at least get into the playoffs. Must win, brother.
See, I don't know if I would say season's over if we lost. I think that's taking it a step too far, but I do think it would be about as deflating as it comes. If we lose, it'd be deflating. You'd have to start accepting reality that we might just be what we've always been, and we're going to have to start looking at shit, which I don't want to do. But the reason I say it's not season ending is because I still believe if we were to go wild card, we could beat the Titans. We could beat the winner of the AFC North. That doesn't scare me. If we went last seed and had to play Bills Chiefs first round, forget about it. At that point, you feel like your season's over. But it would be as deflating as it gets, especially since we were on the highest of highs after coming off that 4-game win streak. We said we're going to go out to Cali. Let's go win them both. If we can't win one of two, we're good to go. If you lost this game, it would be a kick in the nuts. It would be another one of those sad, miserable Mondays where we have to recontemplate fucking everything. But I'm sick of talking to that shit, man, because I'm not ready to speak that into existence. We are not losing this game.
We're not
Miami
losing the
Dolphins-
game. I want to make that perfectly clear, Bobby.
Oh, I
We
know.
are not
Oh,
losing
I
this
know.
game. I don't think for 1 second that we're going to lose this football game. I am just reiterating the
Oh, I
fact
get what you're doing.
of how important it is to win this game to prove that you're not the same sorry football team that you've been for the last 20 years. And people need to understand that. So I don't want people sitting and be like, oh man, it's technically not a must win. No, you are supposed to win this game. It's a must win game. It's the most important time of the year. The final 5 games, all against division opponents, except the Packers. You have to win this game. Shout out King Dolphin for the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, brother. What's up, Smoking Bobby? Love the content. Fins fan over here in Seattle. This game is a must win. Thank you. Not just a win, but a huge win to show we are for real. 100%, brother. Must win game. Everyone wants to talk about Tua and Herbert. I get it. I'm here for that. We're going to keep talking about it too. But I am here to scream from the top of my lungs to all of the Dolphins community. This is a must-win football game. Buffalo's a huge game. Biggest game of the year. Only if you win on Sunday night against the Chargers. Because you lose this game, I could give a fuck about Saturday night. Obviously, I'm going to care about Saturday night. I'm going to watch the whole game. But it won't be for the AFC East. Buffalo has 1 win in the AFC East, and they just got it 2 weeks ago against the Patriots. Mm-hmm. If you beat them in Buffalo, you pretty much wrap up the division, bro. But you got to win this game. You got to win this game. And you win this game, Buffalo's got to go on the road to Cincinnati, primetime football in Houday Nation.
You see what Burrow's been doing, bro.
That boy is a menace, dog.
Yeah, he really is, bro. All respect to Burrow.
We could fuck around and be the 2 seed. But you got to take care of what's in front of you first.
Have to. Must. Absolutely must.
Look who decided to join the party.
Listen, this is what happens during finals week, all right? This is what happens.
I don't care about finals.
Finals schminals. It's fired up Friday, baby.
I know. I've already blocked out the Sunday. I've already blocked out 2 Sundays during finals week. I already blocked out both Sundays so I can watch the games, have some fun. But, work has to take place. I have to do something or else, parents might do something I don't.
Shut up and talk about the game. I don't give a fuck about your finals. Talk about the damn
I'm fired up.
What are you fired up about?
Man. That Tua is going to murder Justin Herbert, even though they're not playing against each other. Tua is going to go, what was the last time Tua had like 2 bad games in a row?
No. You don't get to slick in that little comment like that. They are playing each other. Tua's on the Dolphins. Herbert's on the Chargers. They are playing each other. What do you mean they're not playing each other?
I just meant they're not playing the same defense. You know how Tua will be like, I'm not playing him. I'm playing the defense, blah, 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 blah. But still, I do think that is clearly going to be a storyline of the game. Whoever wins and whoever has a better sideline, that's what people are going to talk about. Like, that's clearly what people are going to talk about. So I'm just excited because we get to see Tua go out and do what I've wanted for him to do for so long. On a primetime game, go out and drop a 300-yard, 3-touchdown game because people need to see and realize how good he is because they haven't seen what he can do. I feel like every time people are watching, he's had good games, solid games, but not great or elite. So that's why people are still kind of like wishy-washy on him as a quarterback. If he can go out there, drop 300 yards, 3 touchdowns on primetime in a must-win game that helps us stay in the running for the AFC East, then I think minds will start to change. I think people will start to realize who he actually is because we know who he is because we watch him every game. But these people don't watch him every game. So I'm really excited to see if he can do that because it's really upsetting to see the discourse on him still right now because it's like, what else do you want him to do as a quarterback to get like the validation? Now, the other thing is like, who gives a fuck about validation? We know what we have. Fuck you. And like, let's roll. So I'm just excited to see Tua versus Herbert play, obviously. But I'm also excited to see a Dolphins win, man. We're going to fucking win this game because I've said it all the time. If you take out the Tua versus Herbert storyline, not the Tua versus Herbert, because I still think Tua is a better quarterback this year, we shit on them as a team. Completely. So let's go out there and let's win. And let's get some momentum rolling into Buffalo.
I wouldn't even give a flying fuck if Herbert outplayed Tua and the Fins won. All I care about is the W.
Yeah.
I just care
100%,
about the
bro.
W. At the end of the day, the only thing Tua cares about is the W. Because if we get the W, that means they're 6-7 and we are 9-4 going into Buffalo.
We're gonna make him cut his
ready
hair
to
again.
roll.
Ready
Ready to roll, brother. So don't ever get this twisted. Even still, I still think Tua's gonna outplay Herbert.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. I do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think so too. And I think it's just a perfect matchup for Tua to go crazy. Bounce back game. You heard what Tyreek said? No one's going to remember what you did last Sunday if you go out and do something crazy, like, I don't know, throw for 6 touchdowns. That was Tyreek saying he wants his quarterback to go throw 6 touchdowns.
Go dummy.
Get the ball to Tyreek, bro. You see this guy in big games. Did you see him last week in the fourth quarter and on the last drive? He must have walked into that huddle and said, Tua, I know you're having a bad one. You put this ball in my hands, brother, and I will get us to the promised land. And he almost did it, bro. Tyreek went absolutely fucking mad last game at the end. And I think he's on that same mindset, bro, because he's a killer. He's a winner. He's one of the few guys on this Dolphins team that knows what winning feels like, knows what playing in big games and being successful feels like. So we got to lean on his leadership, and I think we will. And I just love how team-oriented he is. He's always just one of the guys. He wants the best for the team. One of the best signings to ever happen for Miami Dolphins, to be completely honest with you. And this is a week where he goes crazy. 150 maybe? I think 150 I could see out of him. I don't know. Something nuts.
I think one of them
go crazy too.
I think one of the most important matchups for the Miami Dolphins, I think it's our biggest advantage, is our D-line up against their
100%.
offensive line.
Bingo,
you watch
bingo,
that Raiders-Chargers
bingo.
game, Herbert was getting manhandled. Chubb and JP should have a day. Sealer and Wilkins should have a feast. A freaking feast. We should make Justin Herbert want to shave his damn head again, brother.
Yup.
That's what – oh, you guys were in sync. That was tough. Got to get after the quarterback, and I think that will. I think that's the recipe to success for this football team. I truly believe that if they get after Herbert and they sack him 3 to 4 times like they sacked Brock Purdy 4 times last week, it could get ugly in LA.
Yes, dude. And I said to start the show, I said 2 things I like for this game. Running, and number 2 is our D-line is going to absolutely dominate that Chargers offensive line. The Chargers have let up 16 sacks in the last 4 weeks. 16 sacks in the last 4 weeks. I want to highlight one key guy that I think absolutely goes off for the Miami Dolphins, and his name is Jalen Phillips, bro. It's a homecoming game. People forget. Kid went to UCLA for 2 years before transferring to Miami. He has 91 friends and family coming to this game. 91 tickets he acquired for this game for his people. You don't think this man's going to put on a show against that Swiss cheese offensive line? Hell, he might even score a goddamn touchdown, scoop and score Jason Taylor style. I would not be surprised, folks. That is the biggest key in this game. Our defensive line is coming, and they're going to feast. I can't fucking wait, bro.
Hold up, Jay. Kevin, I don't know if you're new to the channel or not. I don't think you are. But I said Christian Wilkins played the best defensive line game I've ever seen against the San Francisco 49ers. We were talking about that. And that's why I can't wait to see the show on Sunday Night Football when Sealer and Wilkins and JP and Bradley Chubb are just teeing off on this overrated Herb Dirt quarterback. I can't wait to see it.
Bobby, I ask you, how many sacks do you think Jalen Phillips has for this year?
5.
This year, currently, I think it's like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 5?
Yeah, he's got 5, which I actually thought was a little surprising. For some reason, I felt like it was lower. Dude, he has 5 sacks already. He could easily hit 10. He can easily hit 10.
Shit,
usually when he gets sacks, he gets 2 a game. I honestly think he could hit 10. And then we have a guy who broke the record with 8.5 his rookie year and then 10 in his second year. Then we all know what Chubb can do. Chubb's
finding it in Miami, too. He's finding it.
Oh, man, I am so excited because for the next 4 years, we have these 2 guys. We have been waiting to have, 2 great edge rushers. And obviously, if Agba comes back and he can go back to his 2020, 2021 form, that'd be great, too. But we have
back?
No, I meant for the next years.
I was about to say, I thought he was done.
Yeah, no, he's done.
Yeah, he is done.
I'm just saying for the future. But here's my thing. We had last year and the year before, we had Phillips and Agba, and we said, wow, that's pretty solid. We got one more, Melvin Ingram in there. That's when we signed Melvin Ingram. I was like, oh, okay. We might have something here. Dude, Agba's just become your 3rd best edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
When you have Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, which is probably the second most important position on defense, maybe the first because people usually build around their edge rushers, these are two guys that you can have
I'm sorry.
for the rest of time at the edge rusher position. You know how ludicrous that is, especially if Jalen Phillips takes that next step, because I think it is there for him to take that next step and become like I think there's a world and there's like a potential where he does become like a 15 sack a year guy. He becomes like a Bosa guy. Like he could get up there. I think his build like really like lets him have the ability to do that. Like he has the athletics and the traits to do that. And I also think he works hard enough to do it. It's just going to be a matter of like if it happens with the technique and stuff, which I do think is very, very possible. But like even if he stays where he is now, I think having those two edge rushers for the next 4 years, you're set up for success no matter what. And the fact that we have those two guys is great. And like Bobby just talked about, their offensive line is not that good. And the fact that we have
not that good is a compliment. Not that good is a compliment.
It's
abysmal,
dog shit.
Terrible. Yeah. Awful. Garbage.
Because they have so many injuries. Matt Filer's playing like ass this year. Like it's gonna be time for them to have a game. And Smoke, you're making a great point. The commentator made a great point. Christian Wilkins should have a game because he's a top 5 interior defensive lineman in the league right now.
Easy.
Every play, every run play, even if he doesn't make the tackle because sometimes they run the other way, that happens in football, he's in the backfield. It doesn't matter what center or guard he's going up against. He's in the backfield. It's crazy. And I love how hype he gets. He's one of the two guys.
I love how he plays football.
I love the fact that he's running 20 yards downfield to make a tackle.
Yep.
I love it.
Motor never stops.
Hey, we got 82 people watching live. If you haven't already, hit the like button. It's free. It costs you nothing. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 5K. Only way we could do that is with your help. And you could also donate via Super Chat or on Cash App or Venmo at Nicky Smokes 1. What's on your mind, Bobby?
I've been trying to tune out Mark. I've been trying so hard, but he's triggering me because this guy Mark thinks he can come in here and talk like his Bills are this dominant team. You've never won anything! You've never won anything, dude! Nothing! Nothing! Just because you're starting to get a little success, don't come in here puffing your fucking chest out! You've never won anything! You've been to 4 Super Bowls! You lost them all! You lost them all!
Let's go! Let them know, baby!
Bobby. Fuck the Bills.
Fuck them, bro.
Next week again, Mark, and I love that you're here.
He broke his mic.
He did. So I'll translate. What the fuck are you talking about? You already lost to us this year. You lost to the fucking shitty Jets. What the fuck are you talking about, Mark?
That's exactly what Bobby's saying.
How does it feel that the Chiefs and Tyreek Hill specifically is your daddy? Huh? So I'm just
Let's go! I saw that too, dog. I saw that shit too. I saw that too. Come on now. They think they won a Super Bowl or something. It's crazy.
Bobby, you're back. You're back. I translated for you.
Holy shit. I think I broke my mic.
Great. No, you definitely did. It's fine, though. I'll let you sound like a radio for the rest of the show. That was great. I'm definitely putting that on Twitter. Hey, chat. Start talking some shit. Start talking shit, chat. Let me know. Let me know if we're winning on Sunday night, and then let me know how you feel about Saturday night.
No, by the way,
start talking that shit. Fuck them.
Fuck that Buffalo shit.
Ball.
Let's fuck this Chargers team up, bro. Fuck them. They think they're hot shit. By the way, Dolphins fans, show up.
Just wait for Buffalo.
They don't have any fans. They don't have any fans.
We win this game Sunday night. Oh my God, it's up.
Next week, yeah.
It's up.
For the division. By the way, for the division, we win. We win for the division. That game is for the division. Don't get it twisted. Everyone's saying like that's the reason they flexed it. That game will be for the division because we're not going to lose in our game. The Bills are not going to lose in our game. And if we win that game, that puts Tua right back into MVP conversation because guess what? Tua had one bad game. And I wouldn't even say it's I think it's been overdone how bad it was, but he had one bad game. I'll be honest, it was bad. They're moving up to 5 and 6 in the MVP category. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? He had one bad game against the best defense in the league. If he wins this game, we win against Buffalo, we win the AFC East. He's right back up there for the MVP conversation. But with that being said, fuck Buffalo, obviously, but we got business to handle. And I want Herbert to want to do some things to himself that he shouldn't want to do after what happens. And guess what? This leads me perfectly into Xavier Howard's fucking back, dude. Since week 10, this guy's averaging Since week 10, he's averaging like a 67 passer rating against quarterbacks. He just got his first interception last year. He's been playing great. Since week 10, this guy's been playing fantastic. Yes, great. Great. He's back. I'm riding and dying with my boy. Since week 10, he's been playing great. He had a couple bad snaps against San Francisco.
Ever since the herpes thing came out, I feel like he's had that weight off his chest and he's been playing better. I wouldn't say he's playing like a top 10 corner in the league.
He's playing great, dude. 67 passer rating against him. He's getting picks now. I think he's back. And I think
Yeah,
he's in
look,
for a big
I get
game
the
against
passer
Keenan
rating, but
Allen.
I'm talking about like the big plays. Like Debo cannot be cooking him on like 3rd and 7s and shit.
Dude, Debo had like 50
that's a
yards.
problem.
What do you want him to do? He had like 50
Just
yards.
don't let him get in on 3rd down. Debo could have 125 yards as long as he's not picking up crucial 30.
I'm just saying he allowed him to 50. And guess what? He's going to clamp the fuck out of old ass Keenan Allen, bald head out boy. Going to make your quarterback look like you, bitch.
Mike Will's tough though. They got some
Will
dogs
made it.
over there.
That
But that
we got
offensive line
Cater.
dog shit.
We got Cater.
Come on.
Cater's going to step the fuck up.
I like this man to have a game, bro. This is why I put this jersey on. I feel like Holland has been playing really well, but he hasn't been doing shit that like pops out. He hasn't been getting the interceptions or the fumble,
yeah.
but he's been the cleanup man, bro. And some of these tackles and some of these plays he's making are ridiculous. This is a game where he maybe does the fucking blitz off
the
the
mic's
edge,
back.
hit the quarterback, fumble. My mic's back. I'm live, bro. I almost broke it. We're back. It doesn't matter.
great.
Javon Holland might break somebody in this game. I think he might split someone in half. Little boy Eckler, you little 5'5" shrimp bag, they're going to throw it to you 20 times out of the backfield. Holland might snap your head off. That's what I'm predicting because we know that's what Herbert's going to do. Big arm Herbert is going to throw it 2 yards down the field to his bald-headed running back.
Wait, he's bald too? He's bald too? Herbert, you're going to look like a receiver and your running back. You guys can be the triple B, triple bald-headed motherfuckers.
Yo, y'all boys just got disrespectful on the microphone.
Had to.
But I got to give
boy.
Eckler some props because that boy is
Yeah, because
dog.
what does Herbert do, bro? He's not even running the ball that well. Eckler's not even running the ball that well. Bro, check down. He leads the lead in yak. He's going to break records for receiving as a running back. Yet somehow the narratives have become what Tua does. Bro,
What's the answer for
people
Eckler
aren't
this week,
watching
though?
Justin Herbert. People
That's a good
are
question,
not
Smoke.
watching Justin Herbert
What's
for the whole
the
game.
answer for Eckler, though?
That's a good question.
Because our linebackers can't cover shit. I wouldn't even trust them to wipe my ass. I don't even trust them to guard Austin
To be
Eckler.
honest, you throw Jerome Baker, you hope. You can't put Javon Holland on him because of what Bobby just said. People don't realize
I agree.
he has been such a good cleanup guy. You cannot have him because of all the injuries on the secondary. Javon Holland has been doing so much. I always talk about the pressure that the defense puts on Xavier Howard to play press man with no help, which, by the way, it's why NFL players, they gas him up because they know how hard that is. To play press man with no help is crazy. But now we're asking Javon Holland not to do similar things in that sense, but we're putting so much weight on him to not let anything by him. If some of these tackles that he makes, if he doesn't make the tackle, it's a touchdown. Like, it fully is just a touchdown. And the fact that we've had so many injuries, we're asking him to play so many different positions. He's playing nickel corner in some roles. Shit, I'm pretty sure I've seen him play outside corner for like one snap. Dude, he does so many different things. He's playing free safety, strong safety. By the way, Brandon Jones, dude, we underrated him.
He was walking around today at practice. Shout out B. Jones.
I'm just saying
Yep.
he's underrated because, man, we miss him a lot on defense.
Shout out Brandon Jones, not B. Jones.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Yeah,
Let's
Brandon
make that clear.
specifically.
Yeah, fuck Byron.
Yeah, fucking idiots not even with the team. Like,
I don't know who that is. I don't even know why I
Yeah.
said Brian. I think I was
Me
thinking
neither.
of Bryson DeChambeau because I was just nuking the golf ball. I don't even. Who is Byron Jones?
yeah,
Is that like a cookie brand?
Don't know. Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Who?
I think we bought him out because he has like a contract still, but like I think
Who,
we're
who
gonna
are
cut
you
him.
talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a void contract. Like I think we Luol danged his ass.
Well, dang this ass.
Who's he? Who's his ass?
That's what I'm saying. No, but like he used to be on the team. He was good, and then he stopped playing.
Who?
Never heard of him.
I don't know him.
He Loki wasn't that good anyway.
No,
so, like,
who? I don't even know who we're talking
I
about.
thought Brian Flores. Oh no, I don't even know him either. Fuck.
Who?
Yeah.
Brian
gross.
Flores. What is that? A new water bottle company?
Oh.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Gross.
What's up, Brian Flores? How about you, Brian, your ass over here and clean my floors? How about them? How about them apples? How's Waddle's injury? Diego asked. Jay, how is Waddle's injury? I see fibula on the report. I don't know what to do. I think he's gonna play though.
I think he's gonna play. I'm like the fibula makes me because that's such. I'm not gonna lie. Like obviously, like I know what a fibula is, but the fact that they're using that term scares me. Yeah,
And like I think your fibula is next to it.
I broke my fibula. Yeah.
I'm just worried because it's such a like
It's
is
a
this
scary injury.
like it just seems scary. Like it's not like just a random like ankle or shin, whatever. It's like a fibula. Like we're getting that much into the nitty gritty, into the like scientific like explanation that like we had to go there. Like I don't know. It's kind of upsetting, but like honestly, it's all good. I think he's gonna play hopefully, and we'll be fine, dude. Because I think Tua, he can hit throws even without what we saw guys getting open. I think he just didn't hit them that one game, which I think we're gonna have. Which by the way, I don't know if I said on the show, but I would much rather lose that game than lose this game because on prime time I want this win so motherfucking bad.
I will drink bleach if we lose this game.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's kind of where we're at.
Because then I wouldn't have to deal with people like Mark in my comments. I'd rather just be fucking dead than deal with them. All right, let me see. Let's see who practiced today. It didn't even come out yet.
It's not out yet. I just looked. You guys want to hear something crazy though? If Tyreek Hill has 11 receiving yards in this game this week, which we think is pretty fair shot, he gets 11.
Yeah,
right,
that's happening the first play.
He breaks
Deep
Martin
shot.
Layton's single season franchise record for the Miami Dolphins in week 14. In week 14, Tyreek Hill had a shot to go down as the greatest Miami Dolphins receiver in a single season. Week 14. How about those apples for you, fellas?
I like
Tyreek
those
Hill,
apples. Those
week
apples
14.
taste fresh. I like
Woo!
that. That's
Granny
a nice
Smith.
green sour apple. I like that. I like the way that shit tastes. That shit
I
tastes
love
good.
that.
You know what doesn't taste good is Liam Eichenberg might come off the IR today. I don't know why they would do that.
Whoa, we are
Why
very happy
Why would
about
you
this.
risk player safety after everything we've been through this year? Why would you risk a player safety of rushing him back?
I think I'm hoping just for his health, it's gonna be one of those Austin Jackson situations where he's technically back, but he just rides the pine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, like he's back, but it's like a Tua versus the Ravens last year. He's back. Yeah. He's healthy enough to be the backup, not healthy enough to start.
Yeah,
I'll take him as a backup.
I
think that's the safest thing for him. You know, you don't want to keep him on the field as a starter, not because of a talent deficiency, but just because of lack of health.
Of course, could never be talent.
Yeah,
he's a second round pick.
I agree.
He's a Brian Flores made second round pick. That has to be awesome.
Yes.
Lance asked the $1 million question, boys. This is the $1 million question.
If Armstead is questionable, that means he is 100% playing.
Yeah,
he's playing in my mind too.
He almost played last week.
You think he would waste his time going out to California for 2 games to not play in either of them?
But that's how much of a team guy he is, though. Because
I agree.
Tua was saying in his press conference that Teron Armstead is going up to Tua, asking him what he's seeing, telling it to the line, then the line telling Teron Armstead, and then Armstead's going up to Tua. He's like, yo, stand in this part of the pocket because this guy's giving us a headache, blah, 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 blah. So Teron Armstead is the ultimate captain. That's why his patch is gold. I love him. His leadership, unbelievable. But you know who we're not talking about? And I'm sorry, brother, if you're watching live. If you are somehow watching this live and your name is Melvin Ingram, I owe you an apology. Because I've been talking about our pass rush. I said JP Chubb. I didn't even say your name, brother. And every time that you step foot on the football field, I say, thank God we signed that guy.
Revenge game too, right?
A freaking beast.
Longtime Charger, was he not? Melvin
Yes,
Ingram?
sir.
Yes. I think he was there last year, to be exact.
No,
last
he
year
was on
he
the
played for the
Steelers and Chiefs. He was on the Steelers and Chiefs last
the
year.
year before.
He was a
for his whole career,
long-time Charger.
His whole career.
You don't think he wants to show out back in LA? He's been showing, and he's been showing out all year long.
Leads the league in sacks for us.
How many sacks does he have?
6.5, I think.
Dude, yeah, he's been a menace.
He was an AFC Defensive Player of the Month at one point in time.
It's funny because I feel like he actually has games where I'm like, dude, this guy is literally like a top 20 defender in the league. Like this guy's stopping the run. I remember against the Bills, I was like, what is this? He does have games where he's a little quiet, but that's also because he doesn't get as much playing time. But that Bills game was crazy. Dude, like that was ridiculous. He was one of the only guys who could tackle Josh Allen.
The game. He scored a touchdown.
Pretty much, yeah. So shout out to fucking Melvin Ingram.
And shout out to King Dolphin with a $10
big goat.
My boy, big goat.
Big goater. Until either Dolphins, Bills, or Jets win a Super Bowl, this division is up for grabs.
Fuck the Pats.
Period. Bills fans need to relax and stop acting like they are the future and they are this amazing team. We coming. Facts. Not only are the Dolphins coming, but the Jets are a good football team too, and I hate them. I would piss on them if they were burning in a fire and I had a gallon of water. I would walk right past them. Jets are a good freaking football team.
Boys
Dolphins, good freaking football team. Bills, good freaking football team. So I will sit here and talk shit just out of pity and hate, because I genuinely hate every team in this division.
Yeah.
But those 3 teams right there are freaking solid. And it is not a free division by any stretch of the imagination.
I couldn't agree more. And that's just why it triggers me so much. And I know I have my little rant, but it's like Bills fans talk crazy. Like they've won back-to-back Super Bowls and like they've been shitting on us our whole life. It's not been that, man. We've been competitively bad for all this time. And now they've been solid for the last 3 years. I'll give them that. But don't come in here and talk that crazy nonsense.
Yeah, they've
especially
been solid
when we
for
whooped that
3 years
ass.
in 13 seconds.
Especially when we whooped that ass earlier this year, bro. It's like,
I got some injury updates for the Chargers. So not practicing today for the Chargers. Derwin James,
Doubtful.
Bryce Callahan, Trey Pipkins, Sebastian
Doubtful.
Joseph Day, and Richard
Doubtful.
Rogers.
Yeah.
All did not play. Or all did not practice.
And they're all listed as doubtful.
All listed as doubtful.
I mean, that's
45.
massive.
That sounds like a 50 burger to me. That sounds like a 50 burger to me.
That sounds like a Tua Tagovailoa 4-touchdown game. I'm talking about. Please and thank you.
You guys want to hear another beautiful stat about the Chargers? They've allowed a league high 13 touchdowns of 20 or more yards. They gave up 3 last week to the Raiders. Does this team strike you as a speed team that goes and gets chunk plays? Because I think that's exactly where we are, which I love. This Chargers team lets up the big play, and the Dolphins team goes out and gets the big play. It's another perfect matchup. And at some point, I know we're going to talk prop bets. I got a beautiful one for the folks when we get to there. Based on that stat, I got a beautiful one.
Let's just get there now. Let's talk about the bets for this Sunday night.
Coming with the heat.
Best bets for the Fins versus Dolphin game. I'll start. Dolphins money line. Comb your hair. Take care. Absolutely love it. Bobby, can you get me a line for Dolphins first half team total?
I know the team total for the game is 27.5, so you would assume the first half would be
it'll probably
13.5.
13.5. Yep.
Correct.
Sign me up. Dolphins get 2 touchdowns in the first half. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Don't have to think about it twice.
13.5.
Tyreek Hill, anytime touchdown scorer. Put it on the board. And give me Raheem to score. I haven't seen a ride the wave. We out there in Cali, the boy Calabunga in his ass in the end zone. Those are my best bets.
All right. I'm with you, Dolphins money line. I'm with you, Dolphins team total. I'm going full game, 27.5. The Dolphins are scoring 4 touchdowns. It's simple as that. This one, it's minus 200, but it's free. Add it to all your parlays. Tua over 1.5 passing touchdowns. You don't think this guy's getting right back? Minus 200. They know what he's doing. And now this is the one I was alluding to. Jalen Waddle, longest reception over 23.5 yards. I think it's going to be a Waddle get right for me because Tua and Waddle were off base last game, man.
They've been off base for a little bit.
There's been some communication issues, but you know what? The good thing, we already talked about it. These boys have been together nonstop for a week. You don't think they're working on this communication? Hey, Jalen, I need you here. I need you there. I need you making this break there. They're going to be good. And now my little bit of a shocker, my little bit of a long money, I like River Craycraft to score a touchdown. You can get about plus 500 on that. I think River's been reliable. I think in the red zone, he runs those
might not
tight
play,
little
Bobby.
slants. If he plays, of course, I'm going to wait until everything comes out. But if River Craycraft plays, I just like him as that crafty guy that can get into some space in the red zone and score a touchdown.
All right, here's where we're going. Minus 3.5. I actually like us even taking the points. I think like we still beat them. I think as a team, I've said it the whole time. You take away the Herbert Tua storyline, we shit on them as a team. So I like that. I'm following you guys with that. Then we got the Tua. I got 3 Tua bets. Over passing yards, over rushing yards is at 3.5.
What's the passing yards?
276.
Okay.
Over rushing yards, it's 3.5. I'm taking that. I think he's gonna get over 3 rushing yards.
I like that. A little Tua scramble action.
Yeah.
And then give me.
I might put that one in.
Give me 2 over. Give me 2 over passing touchdowns like Bobby at 1.5. So that's the little three bets for Tua. I also like Jalen Waddle over 65 receiving yards. He just had 9 receiving yards. He's gonna have a bounce back game.
I
By
agree.
the way, he put up 9 receiving yards. Still is in top 5 receiving yards for the year. But Tua can't support 2 receivers. Anyways, we're past that. We're talking about MVPs now. And then last thing, because I'm rolling with my boy X, Keenan Allen, under receiving yards. Come on now.
Ooh,
He's locking up, man.
I like that.
He'll probably leave with a pulled hamstring in the second quarter, those paper soft wide receivers over there. Not that I'm rooting for an injury by any means, but they basically, Mike Williams.
Sounded like Devontae
plays a
Parker
drive
out
and
there,
comes
bro.
out.
He's Devontae Parker. He's got more torn hamstrings than he does like receptions this year, and that's not I mean, I'm not hating on him, but that's just kind of the reality of the facts.
Yep. 115 people watching live. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. It's free. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 5K subs. We can't do that without you. If you want to help grow the channel, you could super chat us or donate on Cash App or Venmo at Nikki Smokes 1. But please, 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 if you're going to do anything, just hit the like button. I don't know what it does, but it just gets the video in front of more people.
Algorithm, boy.
So if you hit that thing, it's going to help it get to more Dolphin fans, and more people are going to be able to tune in for Fired Up Friday. So it's almost that time of the show where we give our official game predictions. But I wanted to ask you guys if there's anything that I had left out before we do that.
You got to all the points I had written down, brother.
Yeah.
Defensive line
It's
feast.
time.
Add another prop bet. If you can find Jalen Phillips to get a sack, you go ahead and hammer that sucker. Sorry.
I think I'll put Melvin Ingram gets the sack.
Okay.
I like JP though. JP's gonna be.
I mean, they might each have a couple.
Yeah.
Like six.
Let's just have a field day. Let's just. Have a field day.
I don't know if we talked about get the run game going. Let's move. Let's roll.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I said we have to run the ball at least 15 times.
Yeah,
at least 15 times.
I would say take the Moser over rushing yards, but like they could go.
Can't
with
trust
Wilson.
that. Can't trust that.
Jeff Wilson. Exactly.
Because you don't know who's going to get it. I mean, Mostert was the lead back. I didn't even like. I thought Jeff Wilson was hurt or something last week. He didn't even
precisely my point. Like I was like, that's interesting. Like your eyes go to it. You're like, oh, 46 rushing yards from Mostert. That
weird.
Seems good.
I think McDaniel was just like, Mostert's running the ball better. We're going to keep giving it to him. But then he only gave it to him 7 times. So whatever. Hopefully we run the football more than 8 times this week. I think we will. I think you have to if you want to win. The Chargers can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. They just fucking suck.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. So, all right. Official stat predictions, and then we'll go score predictions. So, Tua Tagovailoa. I feel like this is more accurate when I write it down. 26 of 31, 3 touchdowns, 328 yards.
You almost picked the exact same number as me. That's hilarious. I have 300.
You had this written down?
It's written on my computer right here. I have 329 yards and 3 touchdowns. I swear to God.
Wow. We're in sync.
That's crazy. It's a bounce back game for Tua. There's no other narrative to put it. It's a bounce back game for Tua Tagovailoa. He's going to show the world what he's been doing all year long. Last week was a blip in the radar. We get that thing back. And honestly, my prediction might be low. I was being modest when I predicted 329 and 3 touchdowns.
I think he's back to hitting 70% completion percentage, 300. What? I'll stick around, you guys. 326, 327. You know what? I'll do it. I'm the Tua non-member technically, I guess, somehow. 4 tutties. I would say 3, but let's go 4. Fuck it.
Give him 4. Fuck it.
Hey, I don't care about them yards, but them tutties, though.
Chopping wood.
Still looking at the tutties, though. You know. Shout out Drizzy. I was still staring at the titties, though. All that looked like, what's his name? Y'all didn't even know about that. All right.
You should have saw this
Everyone
kid's Apple Music Wrapped. He's listened to more Drake than anyone on this
Not
planet.
the Apple Music, bro. No.
Yes, dude.
Spotify,
we're not out here in Canada. Yeah, we don't use the Spotify. Yeah, we on big up tings. Apple Music. Yeah, ting. Big ups, mate.
I love how that's your Canadian accent.
Yeah,
I be listening to Drizzy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, okay.
Give me a Canadian accent. What's the ting over there?
Sorry.
Like,
sorry.
there's like
What's
2
the
different
most
ways.
Canadian thing you could think of?
There's 2 different ways you can go. It's like about. They say about over there. Yeah.
About.
When they're saying
I'm about to go to Niagara Falls and about to go to USA.
No, that's more like on like the west side of like that's like where the islands are, like the little islands on that little coast. But
just out for a rippy, bud. Just give me a sick
No, then
bud.
there's
That's all
that.
I need, bud.
there's 3 different ways you can go. Then you go like Toronto slang, which like I don't want to get into. It's
Are
basically
they
just the way
big
Jake
bud
talks.
guys?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
bud.
huge
Look at the
bud.
lettuce, bud. I just like how hockey players talk. It
Yeah.
amazes me. I love listening to hockey players.
You know what they do? So hockey players, what they'll do is they'll shorten words that need to be shortened. But if you take a word that's like already like naturally shortened, they'll just say the whole word just to be different. It's really funny.
Like
I
what?
like the way Canadians talk.
Like, I can't even think of one. But
Like how would they say Tombout?
Oh, That's like talking about.
What are you talking
Talking
about there, bud? Bud.
Grab me a blue light there, bud. Yeah.
He loves the yeah in the end. He loves the yeah in the end.
Habs winning the cup this year. Yeah.
No.
We were close. By the way, sorry, Bobby. I have to say, fuck, we're on the show. Yo, Tage Thompson is fucking ridiculous, dude. This guy is like on some nut shit. I don't know.
Disgusting. He's disgusting.
Like,
He's
Yo,
disgusting.
we got a cash app, $30 cash app from Ken
Uh-oh.
Rosa. You're the man, but Mark, you're not gonna like this. He said $30 for telling Mark I said suck a dick respectfully.
Oh!
We
That's
love
Ken
Mark though. He's
Rosa.
always here. But
That's
man,
crazy.
if you donate, I gotta read it. Money
Ken
talks.
Rosa,
So Mark, if you want to say
big
something
go.
back and you want it on the big screen, I got you. Just hit
Sheesh.
me up.
What a go.
All right, we got the rest of these stat predictions, though.
Let's
All
finish
right.
off strong.
Real quick. Tyreek Hill, Buck. Let me write
Yeah? Yeah? No.
13 catch, yeah. 113, yeah.
Oh, he's putting up a little Jarvis stat line then, I guess. Shit.
One tug, yeah. 13
All right.
for 113 and a touchdown.
If he's getting 13 catches, that's got to be 150. His average yards for catches ain't that low. We ain't talking about Jarvis no
I'm
more. I love the kid,
I'm
though.
dyslexic. 13 catches for 311 yards and a touchdown.
I wouldn't be shocked, bro. But I got Tyreek 910 touchdowns, some light for the kid, stays on top of the receiving battle in the NFL, remains the top receiver. I see a lot of talk in the NFL. Top receiver in the league. Is it Justin Jefferson? Is it Devontae Adams? And people just forget that Tyreek Hill leads the league in not only catches but yards.
Yes,
and he's just going to do it again. So 110, a casual day that you don't even bat an eye at because that's what Tyreek Hill does.
Fareed, give me 10 receptions, 143 yards.
Ooh.
And a tug.
With a Prosecco in it.
And a tug.
Bruni. With Prosecco in it.
I don't know if that's
You don't know where that is. You don't know where that's from. Oh, my God. I thought Jay would know where it's from. You have no idea.
Is it a movie reference?
No,
Kind
I
of.
think
it's like a show reference, but it wasn't in the show. It was from like the actors in the show.
Isn't it
Carry
fucking what's it called?
It's from the House of Dragons, like the cast.
No, that I don't.
Never
It was
seen
like,
it.
what's your drink
idea.
of choice? It was like a Negroni.
No clue.
With Prosecco in it. And then like the DJ just starts mixing it. It was just fire. It's just anyway, we're getting carried away here. Let's give our official game predictions.
Xavier Howard, another interception. Jalen Waddle, 100 yards, touchdown. Sorry, just had to get that in there.
Yes. Dolphins win the football game 31-27. But don't let that score make you think that it was close. It's going to be 31-20 going into the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. And Justin Herbert's going to do what he does best, and that is throw a late garbage time insane throw that means absolutely nothing. And the Finns win 31-27.
All right, so I'm covering that.
Comb your hair. Take care.
Love that.
Everyone in the chat, drop your score prediction right now. And in the comments, let me know if we're going to get a W or not. Hit the comments. I'll blow it up. I want to hear it. I want to know what you're thinking.
My score prediction for this game. The spread's 3.5. You go ahead and you take that if you'd like, because it's not going to be that close. I got the Dolphins winning this one by 10, 34-24. They're going to put up points. We're going to step off the gas pedal at the end. We're going to run the ball, control the clock. The defense is going to do their normal bend, don't break. It might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but it'll be successful. The offense is going to be as efficient as it comes. Tua bounces back. Everyone knows we're real, and people are shitting bricks in Buffalo to see us on Saturday night. 34-24. Fans for the win.
right.
Again and again.
Here's what's going down. I hate to say it. Tua Herbert going back and forth. But
Slugfest.
35-28. Dolphins W.
Wow, no field goals, all tugs.
Yeah, I cannot give Sanders a field goal. So,
Sheesh.
yo, does Smokers feel like some type of way on this Fired Up Friday?
we already fired up. Bobby set the tone. I'm just riding the wave. All
I
right.
kind of blacked out from there. I don't really
That's
remember
fine.
what happened. the
I
rest
just
of
hope
the
you
show.
do that every single week. I can't wait for next week's show. It's going to be outstanding. Well, shout out to everyone. You guys blew up the chat. Thank
Big
you guys
ups.
so much. We're so blessed, so thankful to have you guys here for an hour, 3 times a week. Make sure you guys come back for Victory Monday right here, same spot from 5 to 6 p.m. Let me know in the comments what you think's going to happen in this game. And you guys could always donate to the channel on Snapchat. Not Snapchat. I don't want your nudes. On Venmo or Cash App at Nikki Smokes Ones. We love all you guys. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And as always, oh my gosh, he stuck it in.
At the buzzer.
Stuck it in.
At the
Steph
buzzer.
Curry. His three-pointer. Ray Allen. Wait, Chris Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang.
Bang.
808-502-4 tutties. He's back.
He's back. 808.
And
We love
as
you, dude.
always,
We love you, 808.
we love you, 808.
And as always,
J Dev.
fans